Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. So, for today, there is a new history and a new science assignment. For history, we are getting to the point in American history or United States history where their tensions are really high. The U.S. is rapidly expanding, and as it's expanding, everyone has an opinion on how that land should be settled. The main issue is slavery. We're heading into the Civil War right now in where we're at in our United States history. So, what we're going to be looking at today and then on Thursday is what are some of these key events that lead us to the Civil War. There's about 8, I think it was, total that you'll have over the next 2 days. Events that they were like those key things that were happening, kind of just like how it's like, oh, it kind of makes you mad, like, and then something else makes, each group a little bit more mad, and then something else, and this divide is growing deeper and deeper, and the opinions people have are growing farther and farther apart until it reaches its breaking point, and the South secedes from the Union. So then we do have the Civil War. So that's what we're looking at in history right now is what were those events? What were the things that led up to our country fighting against itself, really? So we've got that for history. For science, we got some new stuff we're kind of talking about. Now, we talked about geologic time and like how the earth changes and how it's changed over time. And then we looked at how populations need to adapt to the changing environment to be able to survive, otherwise they go extinct. Then we looked at kind of our environment. How have we changed our environment? We've changed it a lot more quickly than we should have, like faster than it naturally should change. And then looking at what are those populations that are changing it. So where we're at now is we're going a little bit back and what is life? So now we've talked about, we've talked a little bit about the theory of evolution. We've talked a bit about the theory of geologic time. We've talked about in like populations, but what makes up life? And it's cells that's going to start us off. Today we're looking at biomolecules, and then we're going to get into an interview or a review of cell parts, and then we're going to get into osmosis. And we've got the osmosis egg, and then some photosynthesis, cellular respiration. I can see your eyes rolling through my camera right now. And some of you are like, I'm done with this video at this point. I'll rein it back in just a little bit. But really some cool stuff. And with the egg experiment, you could try this at home. So I do have videos of it because fortunately we're not in class. If we were in class, I actually keep these. I just put them on like my microwave on top of the fridge over there so that they're out of the way but easily seen. And we do this in class. That's not our reality this year, but we can make the best of it. And if you would like, you can do the osmosis egg at home. That's called the egg experiment. It's egg exciting. I see your eyes rolling again. Okay, so moving along, that's where we're heading for science. That's where we're heading for history. Both those assignments are due on Thursday by 9 o'clock. So the other thing is I was trying to leave you with a little something that you can learn or do or whichever. And one of them, I don't remember if I have shown you how to do this in class or not, but it's something that brings a little bit of joy to me when I look at my Google Drive. So I'm going to share it with you. And also, if you've noticed on the comments, if you had your work done on time, I usually try and put like a little emoji with it, kind of like just for funsies, kind of like a little extra, like extra awesome. And if you haven't noticed that, I might have missed an assignment or two. Or get going on your assignment. Get to see the emoji of the assignment. So what I do, how I get there is, so I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and you can see, look at that. If this doesn't exemplify how extra I am, I don't know what is. I've got it color coordinated, and I've even got little emojis there. Now, how did I put those there? So when you have a new subject or a new something that you want to do or a new folder, so I've got my folder super organized. It might be something that you want to do right now. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent already. It might be something worth your time to do during this quarantine time, even if you just lump it right now as like 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. If you going into high school, you could lump it into like freshman year and then different classes you have within freshman year. That's something that I did when I was in high school, then definitely into college, just to help keep everything kind of grouped together. That's totally up to you. So like, for example, like science, it's kind of got the big topics and then within each of those. So each of the things that we talk about, like forces of motion, we had a rocket, speed, velocity, acceleration, forces in motion, or simple machines, and then it's okay, you get the gist here. I'm going to stop there. But that's something you can do. How to do that, how to make folders, is you go up to this new in the upper kind of left, and when you click new, you go new folder. So we'll go practice. And then if you want to have a folder within a folder, you just need to go into that folder and then make a new folder. And this could be, so maybe if you're next year, you could go, this is your English class. This is your science class. So I guess I could go back and on my drive, let's instead of calling this practice. So how you rename one, before I get ahead of myself, is if you go Alt and then click on this, or if you have the right click key on your Chromebook, that'll work too. And then you want to rename it, so we can go, this is freshman year, or you could go like it's 20 to 21, like 2020 to 21, your choice. And then now, how do I get those emojis in there? You're probably like, what do I do there, Miss Maratik? So you go to, it's called emojipedia.org. And on Emojipedia, you can go through and you can search all the different ones. So we'll add a smile. Maybe you want to make, like, I've got a little microscope for science, or a little American flag because we're learning about United States history in 8th grade. So then you just copy and paste it here. You can, it does say copy and paste, or you can copy and paste it up here. This is more just fun fact that they've got what the emoji looks like on a bunch of different platforms. And not all emojis are able to be used on your Google Drive. Like, some of them aren't applicable. Like, yeah, it might be on your iPhone or your wherever, but it might not be able to be used on here. So copy it and then come over and you're going to rename it. So remember the Alt click. If you're on a MacBook, Control click. Some Chromebooks have the right click key and get to rename. And then you just paste it. And you can do that by, so it doesn't have a thing here, Control or Command V, or on your Chromebook. So MacBooks is Command V. Your Chromebook would be Control V. If you've got a right click key, right click, and then you can hit paste, and then you can hit OK. And look at that, you've got a little smiley next to your folder. I know, it's bringing you so much joy. If you want to change the color, so remember how we got to rename, how we did the Alt. If you're on a Alt click on a Chromebook, or Control click on a MacBook, or right click if you've got right click abilities, you can go where it says change color, and then you can choose a bunch of different colors there, and you can make it really pretty, and you can make it look like, oh, I know. You guys are all so excited. You can then pull other things and like to drag things into your folder. You can make it really easy. Just click it and drag it to wherever you want. And you can do that with documents as well. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'll show you how you can mass click a bunch of things all at once if you don't know how to do that. So little techie things for the week, just kind of fun little to know. So maybe have fun with that. Maybe you've got your own organization system. Either way, hopefully it brings a little smile to your face. Get it? Because I used a smiley face. Okay, I'm done for the day. Have a great day, guys. Bye.